Arrested Development Season 5 Part 1 has been released on Netflix, which is the first 8 episodes in the season. Or if you're in Australia, like I am, Arrested Development Season 5 Part 1A has been released on Foxtel Go, which is the first 4 episodes in the season, with Season 5 Part 1B to be released next week for some reason. I still watched all 8 episodes though, don't ask me how. Season 5 picks up shortly after the events of Season 4, which was an interesting choice because it has actually been 5 years in real time since Season 4 was filmed, and you can tell because everybody has aged by 5 years. The last time we saw the Bluths, it was Cinco de Cuatro. Please excuse my attempts at saying that correctly. Michael and George Michael were on uneasy terms, having learnt they were both dating the same girl, Rebel Ali. Job was having his own relationship issues after realising he had feelings for his magician rival Tony Wonder, and Lucille Ostero had disappeared. This season so far focuses on Lucille 2's disappearance, with Buster being jailed as the main suspects, and the rest of the family are of course tied up in their own problems, a lot of which involve them going to Mexico for some reason. I really loved the original season of Arrested Development. It was such a well-crafted series with some really intelligent humour. The running gags such as Tobias's sexuality and Buster's penchant for making unintentionally inappropriate comments quite often about his mother were some of the funniest parts about the show. It had great rewatchability as you'd pick up on different little jokes the second and third time watching it. The subsequent seasons were also really good, although it did lose its spark just a little bit with Season 4. It's been a bit of a mixed bag so far with Season 5. I didn't overly enjoy the first couple of episodes. Because there has been this 5-year gap, admittedly I was a little bit foggy on what happened in the series finale, and so it did take me a bit of time to mentally catch up to where the story begins again. Episode 1 tries to fill these gaps for you, but because each character is off doing their own thing, it still is a little bit of a struggle to keep up. I needed one of those recap videos that they do on Netflix. Like I said, I mostly watch this on Foxtel, and so one of those recap videos probably would have helped. The first couple of episodes are just a little bit all over the show. I think probably because they're trying to bridge that 5-year gap, but also establish the ongoing storyline. After episode 3, it does start to feel a little more like the Arrested Development that we know and love. There are some really funny jokes and some great meta moments, in particular a reference to Solo, a Star Wars story, which Ron Howard also directed. I don't think the storyline is as strong this season as we've seen historically though. Michael is trying to teach his family a lesson, or so he thinks. George Sr. is having problems with his libido and maybe is living in a retirement village. All funny things in their own right, but not quite as funny as moments in like Season 2 for example, where Tobias joined the Blue Man Group.
I'm afraid I just blew myself.
We've only seen half the episodes though, so I am hopeful that it's going to pick up a little bit in the second half, but I don't think that it's ever going to truly capture the brilliance that was the first 3 seasons. Okay, so there is one thing that stands out like a sore thumb, and that is Lindsay Bluth. I read that Portia de Rossi has actually retired from acting and wasn't at all interested in being in this season, but I guess she must have been contracted to do so. Apart from a couple of scenes, every single time Lindsay Bluth is on screen, it's either a really bad green screen, which makes it painfully obvious that she was not in the same room as the other cast members when filming her scenes, or they utilise an interesting tactic of putting a literal sheet over her head. I'm not even kidding. After Lucille insults her outfit, she pops a sheet over her head like, there, is that better? And they use this a couple of times in this season in place of the green screen. It's bad. So I don't think I should rate this until the entire season has come out. As I mentioned, I am hopeful it's going to get a little bit better, but I'd love to know what your thoughts are on Arrested Development Season 5 Part 1, which you can pop in the comment section below. My channel is having a bit of a Ron Howard weekend this weekend, as I do also have a video up for my review of Solo, a Star Wars story, which he also directed, so you can head on over there and check that one out. Maybe I should go for the trifecta and do like a series review of Happy Days, perhaps?
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. The weekend comes, my cycle hums, ready to race to you.
Actually, no. I don't really want to watch an entire series of that show. That's it from me today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'll pop my Facebook and Instagram links up as well if you prefer to keep up to date with what I'm up to on those social media platforms. Whatever floats your boat. Thanks as always for watching. I will see you here for the next one. Caw-caw!